Hello, today we will see types of filter. First type of the filter, that is shunt capacitor, or this is also named as capacitor input type filter. Already we have seen the classification of filter in previous video. In shunt type capacitor filter, the basic element used is the capacitor, which is connected in parallel with the rectifier circuit. In this circuit diagram, we have taken the example of half wave rectifier, and output of a half wave rectifier is connected to the shunt capacitor, that is capacitor connected in parallel, and output is taken across the load resistor, which is also in the parallel of capacitor. So the name is given from this, as the capacitor is connected in parallel or shunt, so the type of filter is shunt capacitor type of filter. Already we know the capacitor has characteristics that it passes AC signal and blocks DC signal. The reason behind this is the capacitance or reactance of capacitor is given by formula, that is Xc is equal to 1 upon 2 pi Fc. That means we can say the reactance of capacitance is inversely proportional to frequency of the input signal. And as the input signal here is AC has a frequency, then it is passed to the capacitor, and the DC signal as output of rectifier has DC signal. We know the frequency of the DC signal is 0 hertz, so the capacitor will give the high reactance or high opposition to the DC signal. So the output of half wave rectifier or a rectifier, which is a pulsating DC or a DC nature we say, so that is blocked by capacitor, and of course that will pass through the load resistance. So in this way the DCs are available at the load resistor, and AC signal which are at the output of half wave rectifier, that is bypassed or passed through capacitor. So we can say at the output of load resistance, the output is pulsating DC, means it containing some component of AC in DC. Okay, now we'll see the waveforms. Now this is the same diagram what we have seen just now. There is a half wave rectifier. Output of a rectifier is connected with a shunt capacitor, and load resistance there RL, across which the output is taken as shown in the circuit diagram. And we know the transformer here used is shunt step down transformer. So AC input, which is coming from our electricity board, that is 230 volt and 50 hertz, that is stepped down to some required voltage that depends on the power supply rating. Okay, and for that the transformer is selected. Even means, in short, we say the transformer is stepped down, so the output secondary output voltage of transformer is of course less than AC input. So the secondary waveform or signal of a secondary waveform signal of transformer is shown in the as shown in the figure A. And B, in B, figure B, the output of half wave rectifier is shown. Already we know what is the working of half wave rectifier, but still we will have the review of this. During positive half cycle of a AC input signal, means if you see as per the waveform in the figure A, so there is a positive half cycle. In this, diode D, in the circuit you can see diode D gets forward biased because anode of a diode is connected to positive. voltage at the secondary of a transformer. So in this way, and vice versa, means for cathode is connected to the negative. So this makes the diode to be forward biased, and the current flows through the diode and it flows through the capacitor and received by another terminal of secondary of transformer. So as the current is flowing through the capacitor, so we can see in the C type of a waveform there is a charging of capacitor, and this charging of the capacitor will be up to the maximum voltage as of the secondary of transformer. Now when negative AC input signal appears at secondary of the transformer, that is the duration from pi to 2 pi in the figure A, waveform A, pi to 2 pi, that is negative half cycle. So in this negative half cycle of a secondary of a transformer, diode gets reverse biased, so no current flow through the capacitor, but already capacitor is charged to maximum voltage, and now there is no discharge path of a capacitor through diode, but now there is a path to discharge the capacitor through load resistance. So capacitor slowly gets discharged through the load resistance, that we can see the discharging waveform in the figure C, as we can say pi to 2 pi. Okay, pi to 2 pi. So this discharging time is kept so long, so high, so that the capacitor voltage does not get discharged to 0 volt. It is not completely discharged, it is getting slowly discharged, and that discharging time is selected such that it is high. That depends on the value of the capacitor C and the value of capacitor RL. So RL value is selected so high so that the discharging time period will be more, and as the capacitor get discharged with a little voltage for a longer time, now the another positive half cycle of AC signal appears at the transformer secondary, and again this makes the diode forward biased and capacitor gets charged, again start charging to the maximum value. Again next negative cycle half cycle appears, that will make the diode reverse biased. Now capacitor is again charged to the maximum value, so it has a no discharging path through the diode, but the discharging path is through the load resistance RL again, and this discharging time is high. As I said, the load resistance value selected is so high, so again it takes discharging slowly, and as the capacitor value discharge slowly during this time, again next positive half cycle appears and capacitor charging continues. So this charging discharging as shown in the waveform C is occurring, and we say it is a less pulsating as compared to the waveform or output signal appears at the half wave rectifier, that is shown in the figure B. So in the figure B we say that only if you use half wave rectifier, then there is a positive half cycle output. During negative half cycle there is no signal, but if you apply a shunt capacitor, then we can say there is a less pulsating variations in the DC signal from maximum to minimum value. So in this way we can say by using shunt capacitor type filter we get the more pure DC than only using the half wave rectifier or rectifier circuit. Now we'll summarize the shunt capacitor type of filter. Ripple factor, that means amount of AC component in the DC signal. Already we know it, but just for revision I have explained here. Ripple factor in this case dependent on load resistance and capacitor value also. We know ripple factor is good only for higher values of filter capacitor and for higher values of load resistance. Okay, it is easy to design and construct, but it has some limitations. This circuit is suitable for low load circuits. Now, load is always referred in electronic circuits, load is always referred to the current. So, this circuit is suitable for low current circuit because the value of resistance used here RL is very high, and if the resistance is high, so current should be passing through the circuit will be low. So, this circuit is suitable for low load circuits. It has a poor voltage regulations, means if the load value increases, then voltage of the circuit will get down. As diode has to handle large peak currents, so these are the references. So I am very thankful to all this, so that I am able to discuss the shunt type of capacitor with you, okay, with the courtesy of these all sources. Thank you for watching this video on shunt capacitor type of filter, which is used in power supply circuits whenever there is a low load circuit requirement. If you like this video, please like it, subscribe and share the YouTube channel, that is Instrumentation Classroom by B.R. Patil. You can also have a same video available on my Google Classroom. Or if you have any query regarding this video or filter types, then you can mail me on patilbhoj@gmail.com.